All right, today we're going to talk about marketing your luxury listings. And a lot of people think, well, just put on MLS, and you have to remember it's a different clientele as far as who we're approaching when we talk about luxury agents and luxury listings. So when we do that, one of the things I want to get into is actually, let's take an overview of what that target audience looks like. Typically, they're going to be high income individuals. Okay. They're also going to be in their 40s or 50s. Many of them are professionals that are successful in either being executives, doctors, attorneys, or could be professional, could be entrepreneurs. Some purchase luxury homes as investments. Some are going to be international buyers. One of the things to remember is 5% of all home purchases last year were done by international buyers. In Nashville, we have over 70 languages spoken here. And we have so many things as far as from overseas with the healthcare industry, the university. In addition to, we're base of a lot of headquarters. You've got Tractor Supply, you've got Kirkland, you've got Mars Pet Care, you've got Amazon here also. You also have some of the top accounting firms that have some large investments here too. So again, we have a lot of folks as far as for buyers. And also, one of the things you have to be very conscious of is they're going to be very tech savvy, and they know that the internet is going to be key to marketing their home. So this is where you really have to bring your A game. Okay. They tend to also have a higher level of education. They're concerned about their privacy and security. I mean, that's a big deal to them. Many luxury home buyers use LLCs or other methods to maintain their anonymity, but they don't have their names floating around as far as who owns the property where people couldn't track them down. Now, some of the things that we want to talk about with property highlights is use high resolution images of the property. Avoid scans from like Matterports, it distorts the images. If you have someone that comes in, they don't take actual photos, you don't want to use those for a luxury listing. Matterports, they'll just set something up and they'll take a scan of it, and they take shots of the scan. And that's why you're looking at MLS times and you got this 4-foot wide refrigerator.
Yes, I hate those.
That's what they do.
Your room is all wonky.
But it's not a photo what they're taking. You're getting scans, and that's a huge difference. You want to make certain that they're doing HDR photos, high definition resolution. Key selling points that you want to sit there and highlight for the property. What's the location? Where's it located at? Also, as far as, is it located close to a golf course? If that's something they get into. Is it close to tennis courts or a tennis club? Architecture, the size of it, any unique features it may have.
So about architecture, do I need to know the difference in a cottage and a chateau and that's?
Now, the biggest thing you're looking at with architecture is you're wanting to see what it looks like from the front. Does it have stone on the front?
So I'm not having to use specific words to describe it.
It's got a front porch. You've seen some that have the stone balusters instead of a wood or a metal baluster.
Yeah.
Okay. Those are type of things that you're looking at. Really things that stand out to you, but not actually getting to know all the information on it. One of the things also is embedding a short video tour of the property. And I'll give you some examples here in just a little bit. Highlight its luxurious features and ambiance. Okay. And the examples of, it could be a lifestyle video that you want to do. I saw this one is actually pretty good, so let me take you to it. guys see what we're looking at with that, correct? Okay. Another thing too is, oh, I've got one more here to show too. And this is just a. Oh, the link's not working anymore. I apologize about that, guys. Is preference and expectations. Who's your target audience? When you're talking to these folks that you're going to do the luxury listing for, is they're looking for a property website most likely, especially depending on the cost. And we'll show you some examples of some here. Is there a lead capture mechanism at the property website? And what that means is when they visit, can they actually type in that I'd like to see this home, or I've got questions about it, where they can contact you. So it's not just a video site, you know, like a YouTube video, and you can't get any response from it other than just put it in the comments, but it's not going to your CRM where it's alerting you right away. Have it professionally done, okay? And one of the things they're going to do is they're going to also look at your team website and your agent website. Because they're going to say, well, that's a good example as far as what they're going to do for me, because this is what they're doing for their team. And it's hard to believe that they're going to actually up their game that much if their team or agent website looks like this. So it's something that does make a difference. Highlight the attributes, okay? And what are those attributes going to be, and how are you going to highlight them? Just like what I think she did a great job on was with her lifestyle, is she was, because the camera angles, she was showing like that handrail is lighted all the way down. Okay. But some of those things I thought that was great. And highlight locations, items of interest, and that you can do with zone or drones, where you can actually show, you know, hey, you're close to the golf course, you're close to shopping, you know, if it's appropriate. Sometimes it won't be. Or it may just be, you know, that you show the shop, you know, that you're close to, or you go downstairs if it's downtown, and actually you're showing all the different shops around. And then they may actually go in a shop or just go to the front of the shop or something of that nature. Also, when you're doing your competitive analysis, you have to get really good at comparing your listings to similar luxury properties in the area. And this is why I really emphasize, go to these broker opens that they have for these luxury homes. One, it's going to get you to get in relationship with other luxury agents. The other thing it does is it gets you in tune to how to price out those homes. Because you're going to go into some and say, all right, you know, your first couple of homes, you're not going to notice that. But after a while, you're going to say, you know what? The home I saw last month was actually much better. It was priced cheaper than what this one is. And I don't see where the difference is location. Okay. And highlight what sets your property apart. Is it the view? Is it location? Is it upgrades? Is it technology that they have in the home itself? Are those the things they have? I mean, it could also be that they've got some extra amenities. Maybe they've got a sauna. Okay. They may have a lap pool where it's just one of those, looks like a large bathtub almost, but you can swim, and it's actually got the flow of water against you, so you can just keep swimming. But those are really cool too. But what does your property have that's going to differentiate itself? Also discuss your marketing plan. And we're going to talk about two different things on this slide. Is kind of where buyers come from and where you find them. So you're going to want to concentrate on this. But the other part is the other parts you're looking at. One is your online presence. Okay. Online presence, 50% of people find the homes that they buy online. Social media marketing, that's about 10%. A lot of people are on social media. Part of the social media aspect of it is, you need to make those quick hits. You also need to make them very elegant. We'll show you some examples here. And your print marketing, brochures, magazine, less than 1% of people find your home through a magazine or through a brochure. Now, the exception to that is if it's a postcard or something where they're sending out, they find very well done, because that's coming to them in the mail, and people always look at their mail to see what's come in. But if it's a magazine, you got to remember, are the people that you're dealing with, these doctors, these attorneys, these executives, are they flipping through a magazine looking for a house? Those days are over. Now, if, you know, the traditional type thing, you know, where maybe it's one spouse is looking at magazines, it's also not going to be something where they're going to find it, because a lot of times it's one picture. So they're not showing all the pictures. So in the magazines, yeah, it's a great thing where you feel good because, hey, I'm going to put your listing in this magazine. And some people are going, I don't really want to do that. Again, they're concerned about security and privacy. So they may not want to have it out there that, you know, they've got their home for sale for X amount of money. If someone's looking, they'll find it, but they may not want that. So you'll need to talk with them. Some are going to be, going back to the disc profile, are going to be high eyes, and they're going to want that in the magazine. So you may have to spend $3,000 a month to put it in the magazine. Okay. So again, keep those things in mind. Another one is open houses, broker open and also public. On your lower end luxury listings, public open houses work out great. Okay. Your higher end open houses, 5 million and above, they're probably only gonna keep that more reserved as far as making it sure it's vetted buyers that are coming in. Or it's agents coming in, luxury agents, so that they can tell other people. Because again, back to our slide right here where it says networking with other luxury real estate agents, 27%. So we want to emphasize how critical that is as far as having these other agents come in so that they can keep that in mind for people that, well, I would buy if the perfect property came up. And the other aspect about the networking with other agents is get their feedback on the home. They may say, I think you're overpriced on it. You know, I think that they should do this or this. And again, that's great information that you can pass on to your seller. And you saw networking with other luxury real estate agents, and it goes back to broker opens. It also just goes back to networking with the other agents. Okay, talking with them as far as what you've got available, what they have available. And then you got your traditional marketing, which is 22%. Now, in your professional photography, you're going to want to have kind of a way you can show your before and after pictures of sold properties. And again, if you don't have it, show it for the market center. Okay, this is what Keller Williams does. Just be careful in how you say it. Okay, this is what it was when one person had it, and when a Keller Williams agent took it, this is how it was listed, and this is what it looked like. Okay, it's just like we talked with stats. Discuss the importance of high quality images. And again, educate them, because they think Matterport's kind of cool because you can get in there and you can walk around the room and stuff, and that goes back to the virtual reality. And again, these are tech savvy, but you're going to have to explain to them, says, that's good, but we also need these digital photos done, because they're really going to bring it out. Would you sit there and watch it because you've got a great TV here, 72 inches wide? Okay, because you like to see the pores on people's faces and stuff. You want them to be blurry. How would that look, you know, when someone's looking at your home? Would you look at that? Okay. And then also the importance of cuts and showing a flow when you do a video. Like that one with the lifestyle video that we saw. It was actually going from cut to cut to cut. You know, she was cutting some stuff on the countertop, and then she has the people come in the door. But it was really a nice flow. You didn't feel like it was choppy. Some of these things, like you get for the $99 package, those things are horrible. They sit there and show you a bedroom, and they show you a living room, and they show you outside, and they, I mean, it's just boom, boom, boom. It's like a highlight reel for an action film.
Well, it's just the pictures again. I
Yeah.
just looked at the still pictures.
Mhm.
That's not a video.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a big difference on it. But again, having a flow for that so you can show them what you've done. Okay. And then also staging, show them before and after pics and staging and the benefits of staging. Now, it could be physical staging or it could be virtual staging. If they've got something that, let's say it's downtown and it is a small condo, okay, because the location, it's going to be priced rather high. So they tell you what, we really want to do virtual staging here rather than physically staging. And the reason for that is you'll see the pictures online and know how the furniture goes. But when they come in, there's not going to be anything in the room, so it's going to seem bigger. Okay.
So if you're doing a lifestyle video like that one was,
Mhm.
would I try to do that before the people moved out, or am I gonna have it staged?
Depends on what their furniture looks like. We had one where we sold it out of the Meridian downtown, and the people were great people. Okay, however, their furniture was very dated. So it's something that we wouldn't want to use that. Okay, and you're gonna have to look as far as, you know what, you've got a quilt, and you told me that your grandmother made that quilt for you years ago, and that's why you use it, to keep you really warm. However, that's not what we want to show, because we want to appeal to a lot of people, so we want to have that maybe more contemporary. So again, those are kind of things that you're gonna have conversations with the staging aspect of it. And each one's gonna be a little bit different, because you need to take a look, all right, who would buy this home? If, if it's downtown, if it's in Brentwood, out, with several acres, who would buy this home? Who am I appealing to? And what you're doing is you're crafting your message to appeal to that buyer avatar. But you have to define who that is. The next one is have some examples of some VR tours, explain how they enhance the viewing experience and different types of tours. And here's a couple that we did. And one of the things we did was we actually had a rush through some of these weeks.
The kitchen is loaded with extras: high-end quartz countertops, stainless steel appliance package, less refrigerator, large kitchen island, slow close drawers, and a Zephyr range hood. Floors are of 3¼ inch wide hardwood floors made of #1 red oak and/or tile. No carpeting in the homes, helping reduce allergens. The Julienne balcony overlooks the quaint neighborhood and is made of Moisture Shield, which carries a lifetime warranty. Thus, never a worry about splinters or replacing warped and cracked boards.
And then one more, too.
The Diamond 5 Group presents a Synergy Development Home. When you purchase a Synergy Development Home, you notice the difference immediately from most other builders. Start with the home being covered in all brick with 4-inch stone accents and topped off with composite shingles. This means to you less maintenance and a luxurious look. The driveways are stained. This makes them aesthetically more pleasing and 16-foot wide with a 400 square foot parking pad, enabling you to make turnarounds in the driveway and bypass other cars without traveling in the grass. Entering the house, you will notice the added number of recessed lights and the outlets with the USB power connection located near the front door and in the master bedroom to charge your electronic devices without.
So you guys see how they're doing that, okay? And again, that's a different experience than what someone would just do as far as paint it, and they put all the pictures together, scans together, and say, here's your video kind of thing. So again, people are gonna spend more time listening to that. Another thing is the property websites. Now, these things really need to be able to have a great impact. And this one was actually done for a lakefront property. And one of the things you'll notice about it is it's highlighting the property here and going through it with the video. But you've got the overall gallery, the features of the property are here. You've also got meet the team and the contact. So you've got that landing page we were talking about. It's also got still the consistent branding all the way across for you. It's got a hidden door or an elevator right there, it looks like.
It turned out so nice. It turned out so nice.
Didn't that look great?
Where is that?
That's in New Hampshire. That's Adam. Adam actually did a video for us too on developing your affiliates and allied resources base. And you can find that in that same link where you go to this, where you can go in for language of luxury, and he's got that. But he teaches his people how to do that. He's in 20 different lake locations or resort locations throughout New Hampshire. But this is what, he gets. Again, you can go up here to the features. And it'll list out all the features for it. The gallery with all the photos. So if you just want to look at the photos, you can, and then just the overview where we were. But here's a $14 million property. I thought they did a great job on it. Okay, and on this one right here,
Yeah.
this was one, Nicole Gary, and she's been on the thing.
I'm sorry, she's like cartoon numbers.
Yeah. This is priced at 49 million. Okay, and it's in downtown New York. It's a townhome. And again, the great thing about this is she's got the same kind of things for photos and stuff. But this website is done so well when you come down here because you've got different floors. So you're 7,300 square feet. But when you come down here, see how you got first floor, second floor, third floor? You just click on the second floor and see how it changed the layout of the floor in your pictures.
Five floors? Who can do that for us here at Keller Williams? Where do we go to get help?
I don't know off the top of my head.
I don't think we have one. I don't think we have that resource yet for
Yeah.
Keller Williams.
That'd be
It's something
something.
you have to kind of find on
Yeah.
your own.
This is when a place does this for us. But this is an example of what you wanted to look at, and Evan may have somebody that can do that stuff,
Yeah, that's a
But-
great idea. He's a good resource.
always is. Okay. And that's the wellness cellar, and that is so cool, this place. I mean, because it's got your sauna and your tub and stuff,
No kidding.
isn't it great?
As a hotel.
And the roof terrace, of course. I mean, it's just really, very nicely done. And then you got the view sections, you can download plans. Okay, but everything's in one spot. Again, you've got a landing page where you can contact the agent too. So again, those are some examples of the property website, you want to be able to bring and say, this is what we can do for you. The next one is social media platforms for luxury listings. And these are just some quick posts and stuff, and most of them are going to be what we just saw. But these are some of the social media posts that they can put together for you. And this is just. And you can see it's splices of what they had before going through. But it's stuff where they can put it also in your stories. You can tell by the shape of them a lot of times too. So same video, but it's just in the story content, and he's got a little part there. I've got to go on Facebook. Hopefully none of my friends have said anything off color. Okay, this is, she just did some pictures, but see how it's got the same logo and stuff as what the other place did, or her website and stuff. This is what it's close to there. So it's showing the things that you can go by and visit very easily. And I think I got one more where she's doing almost like a lifestyle type thing. Oh, this is one where it's a video of it, walking through it. But again, she just posted the short video or parts of the video onto her Facebook so people could see it. And this is the outside. I mean, you look at that building, you're thinking 49 million, but once you start to see everything inside that it has, you go,
It's a
oh,
steal.
yeah, it's awesome. And look at that view.
Oh, yeah.
Is that something or what?
It's beautiful.
Mhm. So on your print marketing, nice examples of your print luxury brochures. On this, you cannot have just a plain copy paper with nothing on the backside. You're gonna almost have some type of cardstock that's folded in half, pictures of the things on there, and also maybe some of the features on it too.
Awesome.
and you've probably seen that, is when you go to the broker open houses, they're gonna have some grab those, okay? Again, you have an R&D department in your business, it's called rip off and duplicate, okay? So grab those things and duplicate them, okay? And then also explain their distribution channels. If you're using a magazine, say, all right, where's it gonna go? How's it gonna impact it? If you're using postcards, how are you sending those out then? Okay, if you're using brochures, where are they going to? Are they going to top agents? How are they getting them? Are they mail dropped off to them? Whatever the case is. Also discuss the possible loss of privacy for the seller and future buyer, and it may impact them. Because some buyers are saying, you know, it's a great home, but everybody's seeing the inside and I don't want that. So I'm out.
It's a weird feeling. We used to live in a former model home and everybody would meet for years. Be like, oh, when your house was a model, I walked through your house. That does feel weird.
Mhm. Okay, so set expectations too. Remember, a few buyers, if any, are going to respond to magazine and newspaper ads. If they're pushing you for magazines, says we can do that, but I'd much rather spend it on these other aspects because we're going to attract more buyers from it. Now, it's going to make you feel good because you're going to see it in the magazine. Then you need to tell me, is that what you want? And then also keep in mind that some buyers are actually going to be apprehensive because you're showing a lot of their home or putting it out there. Now, if it's just one picture of the outside, everybody's seeing the outside anyway. Okay, but then what are we really getting for that one picture in the magazine? Because everybody else has one picture in the magazine too. And most people don't have a pad where they're writing it down. So if you are going to do that, think about using QR codes. So again, that'll take you to your landing site again. So that would help you. Another one is open house, showcasing photos from exclusive open houses that you've done. And again, if you're attending these broker events, take those. So that way you can show, this is an example of a broker open house, you know, as far as how many people show up for it and the impact you can have, because those agents are actually able to see it. And you can take a look, all right, what are they serving anything? You know, is it seltzer water or is it mimosas or, you know, whatever that case is. But that way you can take some shots of those so you can show that this is what a broker open seems like, because some of them may not know. They may envision it, but when you actually see it, it's different. And emphasize the exclusivity and the invitation only aspect of it, because not everybody gets invited to a lot of these broker opens. All right, so keep that in mind too. And also the importance, as we mentioned before, of luxury broker feedback. Because this is going to be key. You don't want to get on the market and then after a month of showings, they say you should have done this and this good. You'd much rather do the broker open before it's released. So if you do want to do any changes, you can do those right away on the front end. Next part is networking. Okay, discuss connections with other luxury real estate agents and how that benefits the clients is you've got people that you're talking to, and again, go back to our slide where 27% of people find their home through referrals from other agents because they're looking at them and talking with them. And they may have been just one bedroom off for working. However, it's got another room that doesn't really count as a bedroom, but they could use it as one. Say it's a pool house and they've got a 30-year-old child living with them at home. Well, that's perfect. He's out of the house. His mess is in one spot. So they're thinking, oh, that's great. We don't have to look at it. Okay. But again, that's the type of thing that will make a difference because you've got more people thinking about how to sell a home now. Another one is discuss media coverage and press releases, highlight features in magazines, news outlets, and caution again about the privacy thing. And here's one thing that Nicole did is she actually got it put it into the New York Post, and she did it in a manner which was kind of unique, and it talked about how much they're seeking to make in profit after just 2 years. But there's the same 122 Waverly. Okay. But again, how many people do look at newspapers either online or in print? That they do quite often. So if you can get that, that's wonderful. But again, she's able to give them pictures of the inside and stuff, which is great too. And it's also got her information. And it talks about different things as far as about the home too. And The other part is, looking at the pricing strategy. Now, when you take on this, you're looking, all right, we need to sell this and we need position to sell. Well, what's our pricing strategy gonna be? And we're gonna have to go down to one is, what are the seller's goals? Do they want to net the most money or do they want to sell it quickly? Okay. And also tell them about, it's important we price this right because it's a luxury market. There's a lot of people are going to look at it. It's going to be an investment property for them. Okay. If it's a small condo downtown, it may be an investment. Okay. We want to buy it, so we come into town or visit or work, we can stay there. Now, if it's a house like in Brentwood, that's something, well, they're probably going to be living it more, or they're going to come in here and be here for a substantial amount of time. So how do we market to those? Because it's two different people we're marketing to. So again, then do we do the lifestyle, for the home to be in Brentwood and showing all the different things that they can do around that area? If it's downtown, are we showing, hey, when you come in, it's so close to everything, also being able to get to the airport quickly or something to get out of town? Those are things that you want to highlight it towards. And then you're going to price it appropriately too. Because you're going to take a look at other homes. If it's just a utilitarian home where they're just using it, when they come into town, they really don't care if it's got all the bells and whistles to it. So again, you're going to have to just kind of point out to them what that's going to fit into. Also talk about client testimonials and different case studies. Show them how you successfully marketed properties in the past. And again, you're going to use the market center stats if you haven't sold a bunch on your end yet. Okay, talk about, how much we sell in luxury or how much we sell in all. Another one is discuss any additional services you offer. Property management, concierge services, interior design, staging assistant, repair replacement allowance. Some people go in and they actually give them a percentage to, we'll pay for up to this, and it may be landscaping costs, maybe repainting, it may be something where they come in and get, you're going to have to really do something with your floors here. It could be your trim. We had one where we had to paint all the woodwork because it was wood. And it's beautiful wood. However, that's not what people want then. They had to go through and paint it, kind of an off-white.
Really hate to do that.
Yeah, but again, that was the feedback that we were getting on it. And then they also had a lot of faux painting on all the walls, which was great. The owners loved it, but as far as appealing to the mass, nope, it just didn't work out for them. And that's it. Questions? Comments?
Great.
Went through a bunch there.
You sure did.
Okay.
I get emails all the time about brokers that have been, I've never really gone into one, so.
Yeah, you want to start to go to those because we're seeing the price point move up further and further, especially in Brentwood.
Been the one.
Okay, in Franklin.
It was one of those $8 million houses in Sunset.
Yep.
It was the last one from the parade of homes that hadn't sold yet, and so they were doing a big, I think that's the only one of that too. That was like prom. Like all the people that were presenting it, that were holding it, they were all in sequin gowns. And I came in after working at the high school all day in a t-shirt and jeans. I was like, yeah, I really don't belong here right now, but this is the only time they're doing it. I don't have time to do anything else, so.
And you have to take a look as far, what's that group gonna be like? And we talked to Jeff Yarborough, and he's hosted open houses for areas, and again, it's been select individuals, and there's been a lot of A-list people come in. And it's something where you just go, oh, that's so-and-so movie star, that's such and such football player and stuff.
Yeah.
But again, those are type of things, and some come in t-shirts, just come down, take a look at it, and others, they're dressed up heading somewhere. So again, it's gonna vary. You always want to present yourself in a manner where if that's the first time you meet a client, you're gonna have a great impact. Always keep that in mind too. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming by today.
Thank you, Wes.
Thank you.
I know there's a lot of information I threw at y'all at once.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
One day, their property was worthy.
You will,
Worthy
but
of that
it'll happen
stuff.
faster than you think too.